Hey, come here. Turtle. Okay, come on. I need you to move. Come on, Turtle. Go away. Turtle. Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Evitar and today we're covering 5 myths about the coronavirus. Myth number 1. The coronavirus is caused by 5G waves. It may come as a surprise to you, but there's a conspiracy theory out there that the COVID-19 pandemic is just a ploy by the government and telecom industries, and that all symptoms being experienced are actually coming from the 5G networks that are currently being installed worldwide. Let me be clear, not only is this false, but it's absolutely ridiculous. This conspiracy theory may have started as a result of China's installation of new 5G networks in November of 2019, which correlated with the first case reports of the coronavirus. But as we know, correlation does not equal causation. 5G networks are the new cellular networks that are being installed in order to prepare for smart cities and the Internet of Things. You know the 3 and 4G LTE networks that your cell phone uses? Well, 5G is exactly like that, but it uses shorter wavelengths, so it makes it much faster. Like with every new technology, there's a lot of misinformation out there. One primary concern with 5G networks is that they're detrimental to our health as a result of exposure to the short radio waves that they use. However, both the World Health Organization and the International Committee on Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection have both explicitly stated that no adverse health effects have been causally linked with exposure to wireless technologies. Myth number 2. COVID-19 is an old person's disease. Although it is true that one of the primary risk factors for COVID-19 is age, recent data suggests that it's not exclusively an old person's disease. On March 18th, the CDC reported that 29% of all confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the USA occurred in patients between the ages of 20 and 44. Furthermore, there have been multiple cases of individuals under the age of 18 dying from COVID-19, and recently in Montreal, Canada, a 2-month-old baby was admitted to a hospital because of COVID-19-like symptoms. Although those cases might just be anomalies, this demonstrates the fact that COVID-19 is not explicitly an old person's disease and highlights the importance of maintaining physical distancing. Physical distancing makes a huge difference in reducing the spread of the virus and can not only protect the lives of the elderly folk in your community, but can potentially save your life and the lives of your peers. So please, stay at home. Myth number 3. Drinking alcohol and bleach can kill the virus once it's inside of you. Okay, this one really bothers me, so I'm gonna make a public service announcement. Please stop drinking bleach and high percentage alcohol in an attempt to kill the virus, because it's much more likely to do you harm than it is to kill the virus. Alright, in order to explain this one, I'm gonna have to get a little bit sciencey. Alright, let's begin. At the simplest level, the reason that alcohol and bleach will not kill the SARS-CoV-2 virus once it's inside your body is because once these substances enter your body, they're immediately converted to other chemicals. Let's start with alcohol. Most of the hard liquors we drink, such as vodka, gin, tequila, are 40% alcohol by volume, which means that 40 out of 100 mils of these liquors are actually pure ethanol. Right off the bat, the CDC recommends using 60% ethanol to disinfect surfaces, so clearly these basic spirits won't work. But of course, many liquor stores will also sell higher percentage alcohol drinks such as Bacardi 151, Absinthe, and Everclear, all of which could contain over 70% ethanol. In order to understand why these high percentage alcohols won't kill the virus in your body, we need to understand what happens to alcohol once it enters your system. Your body doesn't like alcohol, so it needs to break it down or metabolize it in order to get rid of it. Your liver does this, and the enzymes here will eventually break alcohol down into acetic acid, which is basically white vinegar. The vinegar will then enter the bloodstream and be dispersed throughout the body, but by the time it reaches the lungs, which is the primary site of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, it's too weak to actually do anything. Bleach, on the other hand, is a highly reactive substance and will react with everything it comes into contact with, eventually consuming itself. However, bleach is also very good at bursting open cells, spilling out their contents, and killing them, which is why we use it as a disinfectant. Therefore, on its way down your body, the bleach will kill all the cells it comes into contact with in your mouth and your esophagus and your digestive tract, and by the time it reaches your lungs, it would no longer actually be bleach. So please, don't drink bleach and high percentage alcohols to kill the virus in your body, because you'll do yourself much more harm than you will good. Myth number 4. The SARS-CoV-2 virus and the COVID-19 pandemic will end in the summer. This myth stems from the fact that there's less cases of seasonal flu in the summer months than there are in the fall and winter months. The seasonal flu, coming from the influenza virus, not only thrives in cold, dry weather, but seems to affect more people because our immune systems suffer. This is because a lack of sunlight reduces the amount of vitamin D we produce, which could in turn weaken the immune system. But let's look at the SARS-CoV-2 virus and see if that'll go away during the summer months. As a general disclaimer, I'd like to mention that no one knows whether this coronavirus will actually be seasonal because there's just not enough data. Other coronaviruses such as SARS-CoV-1 and MERS-CoV do not appear to be seasonal, which could indicate that SARS-CoV-2 may not be seasonal either. Furthermore, countries in the southern hemisphere, which have their hottest months from December through March, have been hit with thousands of cases of the coronavirus. For example, both Tom Hanks and his wife were infected with SARS-CoV-2 virus this winter while filming in Australia. On the flip side, however, researchers from the University of Maryland found that the areas with the first major outbreaks of SARS-CoV-2 virus, namely Wuhan, Italy, and Iran, all had similar temperature, humidity, and latitude, and this data suggests a similar behavior to the seasonal flu. It's important to note that the seasonal flu never actually goes away in the summer months. It just has lower transmissibility then because it thrives in the cold. This means that the virus is still around, it's just not infecting as many people. Therefore, any flattening of the curve might just be a lowering of viral transmission, and there's still the threat that next season it comes back and reinfects people. That being said, there's just not enough data to draw any conclusions, so let's move on. Myth number 5. The coronavirus started from people eating bats and bat soup. Many of you have probably seen the picture of bat soup, or have at least heard of it. As coronaviruses affect all forms of mammals and birds, they can sometimes be zoonotic, which means they jump from mammals to humans and thrive. The theory goes that someone was eating bat soup, and this is how the virus jumped from bats to humans. Although the virus may have come from bats, it most likely did not happen this way. Let's look at the evidence. First, the images of bat soup and of people eating bats didn't actually come from Wuhan, China. They all came from a restaurant in Palau, which is an island in the Western Pacific. Second, it seems as though the virus originated in the wet markets of Wuhan, where a wide variety of animals such as bats, pangolins, and snakes are kept in very close contact with humans. In fact, according to a case study published in The Lancet, almost half of the original 99 patients had a history of going to wet markets in Wuhan. Furthermore, the SARS-CoV-2 virus shares a remarkably similar genome with coronaviruses known in both bats and pangolins, so it most likely started in one of these species. Whether the virus jumped immediately to humans or went through an intermediary species is unknown, but it most certainly did not come from eating bat soup. There you have it, folks. 5 myths and misconceptions about coronavirus debunked. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button because it really helps my channel, and subscribe for more great content. Stay healthy and have a great day.